Hi guys, welcome to this video, and as you can see, I got the same problem as Donald Trump with my hair. This video is gonna be about the launch of a Facebook page for this channel. Well, actually, it's not new. The page exists for quite some time, but I just didn't feel like making it public, at least. I broke the match though. Careful not to burn myself. Anyway, well, I didn't want to make it public at first. I didn't know why, but yeah, I'm simply letting you guys know that I have a Facebook page. There's gonna be a link in the description. Well, obviously, ChurchillCigar's channel. That's how it's called. It's really basic. It exists for about a year and a half, something like that. But if you want to check it out, I'm probably gonna start being active a little on that, sharing links about stories about new rules, new shit coming out of smokers, uh, problems like that, and discussing maybe if I'm not uploading a video, the explanation is gonna be there, or that sort of thing. If you want to leave messages and stuff like that, it's gonna be also much easier than with YouTube, because they changed the system of sending messages. I don't know, a year, 2 years ago. I can't remember when exactly, but it became a whole mess. So I rarely look at that. If you send a private message to this channel, I take a look like once a month. So sorry about that. Well, about news. Now, well, I'm not gonna go into the big details about a new regulation coming in this year, but I feel 2016 is not going to be a great year for smokers. It's probably not going to be a great year in the world anyway, but for smokers it's going to be, at least here in Europe, it's going to be a little bit, you got a big tax hike now right here in Belgium at the moment. 80 cents a pack, euro cents. So that's close to $1 on 50 grams rolling tobacco, and 20 cents on cigarettes. So 20 cents on cigarettes is rather normal, except that we've had almost 30 cents recently. I mean, it's getting a little bit high, but it's really kicking my ass on rolling tobacco, because that's the way the poor guys manage to keep well, not manage to keep the smoking habit, but I mean have at least a cheaper alternative that it's also pleasant. It's different for a change. Sometimes you feel like all manufactured cigarettes stays the same, or roughly. You don't want to go into the lower grade, the cheaper version, the cheaper brands, because generally they're not really good. So it's a good alternative. It's still not as bad as other countries, but still, I mean, 80 cents at once. Yeah, that's big. That's like 12-13% at once. In the US, they dropped the plan to, from what I understand at least, is that the Parliament, the Senate, how it's called now. It's not the Congress who does that. Is it the Congress that does it? I don't know. Blocked Obama's new plan for cigarette taxes, raising the federal tax in the USA from $1.01 a pack to $1.95 a pack. So that would have added, probably like $10 to a cotton cigarette. That would have been bad. Plus, a lot of you guys in the US have, in some states, rather harsh taxes, like New York, Illinois. I mean, Vermont, all the New England states are the worst for that. You charge like $3 on a packet, plus the federal tax $4, plus the manufacturer, that's $2.50. Yeah, it's quite high for the manufacturer here, and retailers about $3, something like that, plus sales tax and so on. But still, yeah, here it's about the same story. Three-quarters of the price that you pay or more taxes. And well, I think it's a bit over the board. And I hate people saying, smoking costs a lot to the health insurance or shit like that. I keep hearing that. It is simply not true. I'm gonna make a video talking more deeply about that. But it's a ratio generally here, at least in Europe. It's a ratio about 4 to 1. That means when $4 or euros or whatever come into the state's bank account. I'm not getting the word right now, but he spent about $1 for what they call tobacco-related diseases. So that's cancer, that's especially respiratory cancer and stuff like that. But I'm gonna make a full video about that because it simply is not true. And you see like really stupid stories saying like, oh, it costs. What is the last stuff I heard in France? A guy coming with a saying it costs 250 billion euros a year it's simply ridiculous because he made a price for each life lost and stuff like that and counted I don't know how much is life worth, and then how much costs if we go by that way. How much does cost non-smoking? Because smokers, they're like 10-15% of the total of death a year. Like in France, they go with big numbers such as 80,000 or 75,000 dead a year or something like that. In the US, it's 400,000, some shit like that. And they go with big numbers, but like in the US, there are about 2.5 million deaths a year. And okay, even if they say that smoking causes 400,000, well, out of 2.5 million, I could come with a study and saying, well, not smoking kills a lot. I mean, that's the whole subject of the thing. It's really a philosophical way of thinking. I mean, everybody's gonna die. That's one thing. Oh, you're gonna die in horrible, painful stuff. Okay, but not every non-smokers die, the quick way. I mean, heart attack while sleeping or something like that. I mean, it's just plain ridiculous. I know. I'm not saying smoking is not dangerous. I'm not gonna say that, but never. I'm fully aware. I've done more research than probably most smokers have done before deciding if I would smoke or not. It's not a decision I made because of peer pressure, not because I saw it in the movies, but shit like that. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of being considered a second-class citizen, or I mean, the way things going. I mean, one day I would not be surprised if there would be re-education camps like you had in the Soviet Union. I know they're gonna invoke the Godwin point and saying, well, the first guy who refers to the Nazis has lost the debate. Well, a Godwin point exists just because in some cases, comparison with the Nazi era, fascism in Italy or stuff like that, is true. Simply like, okay, I'm gonna say, who started the first anti-smoking, anti-smoker campaign in history? Nazis. And why? Well, because they had such an ideal of the purity of what the man health and body should be, and how a true man, the superior man, would not smoke, would not drink, would not do such things. And the same was used for saying the Jews were bad, or saying black people were worse than the other one. and it was just part of a whole vision of society. And we have come back to that situation where, I mean, what's the matter? I mean, oh, now they're talking about prohibition. You know, anti-smoking campaign started with saying, well, we have to protect non-smokers. Non-smokers don't want to be annoyed by smoking. And that came at a time where, you know, just after the time that the non-smokers simply didn't exist, or, you know, a 1949 study in Britain showed that 80% of men smoked tobaccos. What, you know, pipe, cigarettes, whatever. 80%. That was like 20% non-smokers. I don't think those 20% non-smokers were really complaining about that. So now they're calling prohibition. Okay, let's endgame. Let's endgame tobacco. That's what I heard in Canada. So new steps, plain packaging, high taxes, and simply prohibition. For what goal? What goal? Okay. Suppress any form of death and disease on this planet? I don't know. I mean, those people are fucked up in their mind. I mean, I feel it's more reasonable to do something that, you know, might even kill yourself. You know, oh, it's suicide. Well, but, you know, and what's your story, okay? It costs a lot of bread, okay? That's your fault. Anyway, I'm gonna stop with that. I'm gonna go into you know, simply making the same video again, but that's just my message. I'm gonna make another one where I come with fully, you know, with arguments simply. But other than that, I mean, I'm launching this Facebook page. Oh, actually, letting you know that it exists. So if you want to share stories, share messages and stuff like that, I'm open for pack swaps and stuff like that. I have to reply to some guys. Lately, though, I've been a little bit cooled by a guy saying he was going to make a pack swap with me. I was like, oh man, I can get you that stuff and that shit. I mean, well, what state was it? Arizona or something like that. I don't know. And you know, I'm glad I didn't send anything because I didn't receive anything. So the guy would have tricked me, and I would have lost money without, you know, with the bad sensation of having been tricked, of having been fooled by that man. So I'm open to pack swaps, but the rule here is that I first have to receive your pack swap, and I'm gonna send and talk to any of the guy. Well, no, not dozens of it, but any of the guy with whom I've done pack swaps. I mean, I've always been more than fair. More than fair, 1-to-1 ratio, or even, I mean, I've been really good, I think, at that. The worst I've done is a 2-week delay. That I did to one guy, and I sent my apologies. I simply forgot about the stuff, but he received his stuff, and I mean, you know, so I've been tricked. So this time the guy doesn't reply even. So I said, I'm still waiting for your stuff to come in. Never received any reply. And another guy in the UK, I sent 2 packs, never got anything in return. So that happens sometimes. But the majority of people, I almost become friend with the guy I've done pack swap with. So yeah. Humankind, such a strange animal. I guess that's all for now. It's already a long video. Now I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I have a book to read for some exams and stuff like that. You get work now. You get a reply to something. Okay. That's all for me. One apple a day keeps the doctor away, as long as you aim well, hopefully. You know, might not work in all situations, but sometimes it works. Still to the next one, and also, well, about coming videos. I'm very sorry for not uploading much recently, but there's a flu epidemic now in Western Europe, and you know, I've already been ill in the second week of January or something like that. And I got the flu last week, and it lasted for, it's only now that I start to feel a little better. And for days I was smoking like 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, something like that. I didn't feel as bad as the last time where I stopped smoking for 3 days and stuff like that. So I'm still not in the category of people still smoking while they have some real serious, serious, I mean, the flu or something, bronchitis, shit like that. But I'm going back to that. But the next videos I'm gonna shoot are gonna be on Thursday. I'm gonna shoot videos, hopefully, and then start uploading again. I got stuff. I feel I need to upload as many videos as I can. I simply don't always have the time or possibility to make them. Thanks for watching. Thanks a lot to the subscribers. You're more and more numerous. Thanks a lot for all the nice comments. I'm open to, I like comments. Nice comments, I mean. Still, guys,